Okay, we are starting now. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Voice of Heart. Myself, Anurag, and it's my pleasure to be here as your host. Today, we will be creating third episode of this series, The Voice of Heart. Yep, you had it right. Two episodes already have been created, and the recording of the sessions is available on YouTube. You guys can check it out later. Unfortunately, we don't have the recording of the first episode because we were not having a cameraman. But from second episode onwards, we had a cameraman, and now you guys can watch the second episode of this series on YouTube. Uh, and this episode will also be available on YouTube, so that you can watch it later and improve wherever you feel like. And that's the whole purpose of this debate, improving our English speaking skills and to be better in overall communications. Okay, so the topic of today's debate is, should we prioritize space exploration over Earth? Okay. Just a second. Okay, this is episode 3, Study and Chill. The topic is, should we prioritize space exploration over solving problems on Earth? Okay, my screen is visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the format of debate is, there will be total 5 rounds. It's incorrect. And there will be total 5 rounds in total. Okay. And the first round is opening statement round, and the second is rebuttal round. Third is cross-examination round, and the fourth round is closing statement, and the fifth round is audience question and answer, where the audience will have a chance to ask any type of questions to the participants related to the topic. Okay. And I'm as your host, and in team 1 we have Purnendra and Rasmi, who will be speaking against this topic, uh, which will argue against space exploration. And in team 2 we have Samriddhi and Kesava, who will be speaking in favor of it. Okay. And I feel like today we will have a tabartod debate, because I feel like I think we have the best permutation and combinations of debaters today. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, everyone is ready. Wish you all the best, guys. Let's start
Thank you.
the round 1. Okay, from team 1, I think team 1 will go first. If
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. In against to the topic, should we prioritize problems on Earth? Should we prioritize space exploration instead of problems on Earth? I am strictly against this topic because it is a totally waste of money exploring space, finding out whether there is a water in a Mars. Some point of we have water in Earth, we have water could be applied to finding better humanities, or it is a here humanity should always be our first priority, should be on first priority, because there should be our first priority, because space exploration give us no direct benefits. For example, there was a thing was developed to just for scientists for wearing. There's a word was velcro. It was just a small thing used in a space exploration that cost billions of money, billions of. Or there is one more example. For example, the lot of advantages bring us an irrelevant to the daily life. Why bother spending money developing a pen? Yes, everybody pen or pencil. Everybody heard about this. Developing a billions of money to develop a pen which is used in a zero gravity. Whereas the people over here, the 6 billion people will never ever get to the surrounding. I mean zero gravity. It is next to impossible. Just to use for a few minutes, we have wasted billions of money to make a pencil. And Earth itself is not fully exploited yet, and we are going to Mars. Does it make even sense? No, exactly not. Space has always been a gimmick. Just for example, NASA is always a gimmick for USA. Is always a gimmick for USA to just to being a supreme, or just to just show off to USSR, that they were just showing off that we are better than other countries, just to show off. So here, okay, this was the point, and I have to say a few more points that the industries, for example, the private industries, they are just using, first of all, they are using our taxpayers' money to build the huge satellites just to explore the space. Whereas, yeah, to build the satellites, and they are using the money for their own benefits. But what is the useful for the government? Because what can we do? So for example, there is a Bigelow airspace aerospace just for the tourist space tourism. First of all, they will take money from us, then they will give it for a cheap prices. But what will be the use for it? We will just waste our money. And there are few more crises. For example, crisis of global warming, earth wildlife economy. So there is a very funny thing which I got to know just reading about this statement. There's a very funny thing. I heard that sun's intensity goes ups and down by 0.1% every 11 years. Amazing. We were just trying to fix the climate for using global warming word by releasing sun's energy and greenhouse gases, etc. But we also got to know that sun is ultimately increasing his warmth. So what can we do to avoid this? Yes, we have few. One more point I want to say that very yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm done with my opening statement. Okay, now I would like to say my teammate to proceed with his or her.
Rasmi, you can go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Rashmi. Today, I would like to speak in opposition of the motion. Should we prioritize space exploration over solving problems on Earth? Of course not. And I mean, this is a pretty easy to correct that some of our obsession with prioritizing any sort of space program comes from our idea of deceptive futurism. We're building missiles, satellites, while throwing out tons of garbage, debris, pollution, risking human lives in manned explorations, all at the cost of some fancy space mission that we, with this very high probability, assume to be fruitful in the end. We tend to overlook the fact that there's definitely a blind spot when it comes to the success of these missions. Like high ideals are all well and good, but when it comes to the expense of the present, we're being constantly marred by war, famine, and poverty, climate change, as Purnendra also mentioned. The money spent on fruits could be better invested in the people of our own planet. Also, there's sufficient room for exploration on Earth. And I think this argument is going to be strawmanned by the proposition as well, because I'm not against space exploration. We're not anti space exploration. We're against prioritizing space exploration over solving or exploring things on Earth. We could look for 95% of the world's oceans that are yet to be explored. We now know that there are certain bacteria that survive not by using sunlight as their source of energy, but by using volcanic vents on ocean floors. Also, the scientific benefits of manned space programs are pretty overstated. NASA spends most of its budget keeping the ISI's manned and the space shuttle working. China has made no claims that there is a scientific benefit to its manned missions, nor has Russia in recent years. So that was my opinion. Thank you.
Okay, very well said. And I would like to invite team 2. Who would like to go first from team 2?
I would go first.
Okay.
Well, today I stand in the to speak in the motion of the topic. Space exploration is quite important for the humanity and science and solves many crucial issues. It gives us the opportunity to advance in the technology. Space exploration has driven technological advancements in the areas such as propulsion, material sciences, communication, robotics, and have practical applications on Earth, improving our day-to-day lives. And understanding our place in the universe, we need to explore the space. as the space exploration has expanded our knowledge of the universe, our place within, helping us understanding the origin and evolution of the solar system, the potential of life on the other planets, and the future of the universe. The economic benefits of the space exploration has generated uh, many new jobs, the development of new industries, and the growth of international cooperation and trade. Inspiration and education is also a crucial point of the space exploration and has inspired and educated people of all ages, igniting their imaginations, promoting scientific literacy, which is crucial for the advancement of humanity. The space-based instruments and satellites play a crucial role in the monitoring of Earth's environment, weather, and natural resources, allowing us to have a better understanding and address the challenges such as climate change. In conclusion, space exploration is a valuable investment, has a far-reaching benefits of humanity and space. While the cost of space missions can be high, the knowledge and technology gained from these missions often far outweigh the initial investment.
Okay, very well said. Uh, and now I would like to invite Keso from Team 2.
Hello all, welcome to the debate on space exploration over problem solving on Earth. I am on the side where space exploration is more profitable and more uh, technologically advancing in our world. As you know, there are literally 5 mass extinctions and many small extinctions which wipe many species from this Earth. We need to keep a backup plan to survive our human race. And as you know, there are many things which we use which are created by NASA, like portable computers, CAT scans, MRI scans, uh, the technology used for navigating eye in LASIK surgery, and the technology used in shock absorbing for buildings, uh, water filtration, solar cells, and many things have been created using for space exploration, which for life. Even the LEDs are mainly created by NASA for its exploration and signal detections.
Okay, both the teams said very well and had very valid points. And now we should, before we proceed to round two, I would like to say to the viewers, please be ready with a good question to ask from the participants. We will have a question and answer session in the in very last in the round, I think 4 or 5. Round 5 is a question and answer session where you will have a chance to ask any type of questions to the participants related to the topics. Okay, should we proceed to the round 2?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is a rebuttal round uh, where each team will have the opportunity to respond to the arguments made by the opposing team. And this is also the round of 2 and round 3 are the same, are like the same. So these are not two different rounds. We can consider in the same. Okay, this is a rebuttal round and cross examination rounds are same. You can guys ask any type of questions to each of to the opposing teams. Okay, so okay, I would like to, who would like to go first, team 1 or team 2? Okay, I think team 1 will go first, or team 2. Okay, I would like to invite team 2. Who would like to go first?
I have a question from the team one.
Okay.
In the near future, the sun would expand, and most probably, no, with a very precise probability, it will just swallow up the planets which are in its inner circle, which are namely Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Earth. So, what if we, according to your statements, if we do not prioritize the space exploration, then how would we tackle this problem in the near future? The extinction of a human race, it's a major problem. We need to ensure that we continue our race. So, what is the solution to this problem?
Great
Hello,
question.
I would like to answer this question. Yeah, so she asked that what can we do in near future if the sun swallows let me tell you that near future is counting in billions. So before that, I said to prioritize our problems on Earth because this is gonna occur in billions. We are sure about it because obviously we see sun. It is still that tiny piece. So there are problems on Earth. We should prioritize first. For example, the poverties which we are facing. We are wasting lots of tons of money to use satellites, to make satellites, expensive tools which are used for in the spacecraft. Or there are many losses. There are billions of losses. For example, there were 165 million loss. 165 million. There was a satellite sent to Mars which was lost, totally waste. What do we got from that? Nothing. If instead of 165 million, if we would have used for the poverty which are occurred in many of the countries, I have a list of countries, not etc, etc are used to list the countries. For example, the countries are the countries which are facing poverty. For example, poverty, there are Syria, Lenin, Lesotho, Liberia, Nigeria, Haiti, etc. So there, we just want to say that we want you to prioritize our your earth problem because this is gonna occur in billions. So what about if the peoples die before that? If the peoples are defined, if the peoples are dying before the sun even swallows, what is the need of that? What we will do for money? We are just wasting. Yeah, that's it. I think this is enough.
Can I counter that?
Okay.
I would, like, I would also like to add to that what Puren has said.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so terraforming Mars would be definitely harder than making life on Earth easier. So making if we're trying to sorry, so if we're like trying to make other planets livable, we can also try to spend the same amount of money to make a post-apocalyptic Earth livable. We're spending a lot of money on these endeavors, which cost around $16.5 billion. And as we're talking about the future, we don't know what future holds. And also, this is the same argument as saying that there's a risk of being wiped out by asteroids, which is very, very small.
Can I counter, Chill?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
okay, go ahead.
Huh. Uh, does anyone know here about Chelyabinsk Cruton 13 meteor?
Mhm,
See,
I
the
don't.
meteor which was determination which impacted the Earth on Russia. So there are thousands of meteorites and thousands of dead planets which can come and impact on Earth and which can destroy Earth in a minute. So we need to do space exploration or at least do technology which can revert the meteorites and asteroids from impacting on Earth, which can be only done using space exploration devices and satellites and increasing the meteorological ML model data to safeguard our Earth.
Okay. As you said that it was just a
But 1 second, I think I did not got my turn. Both of you had your turns.
okay.
You and
Yeah, yeah.
Rashmi. So right now you just said that billions of years are uh, like we have billions of years till the sun swallows us. So the age of the sun, first of all, is 4.5 million years, and we have just 4.5 million years in our hand. You might say that that's a big amount of time, but look at our progress in space exploration. We have not made much of the progress in space exploration, and we need to constantly just make efforts so that we get there at some point of time. We are exhausting our Earth's resources, and we need some more form of energy. We need more energy, and for that, we need to use the solar energy, and we need to form kind. And for that, we need to explore space because the advanced civilizations which are there existing in other galaxies, we need, they use the energy of its nearest star to fulfill the needs of its planet and surrounding areas. We need to make the same kind of efforts so that we ensure that the planet survives and we survive on clean energy. Space exploration and solving problems on the Earth has is it has the same weightage. We need to do both. And you also said that it's a loss that we send satellites on space and it gets lost. Well, it's not a loss. We learn a lot when we try and we fail. When our missions fail, we just make some progress. That's how we learn, right? We try something and we fail and we learn from our mistakes. So every time we fail, we are learning from it. And it's the traditional human nature to explore. We need to explore and to fulfill our like uh, what should we say? Like it's our nature to explore. Humans have constantly been exploring, and we explore the oceans also. We explore the oceans also. We explore the space also. It just some people are interested in exploring the ocean, and some are interested in exploring the space. It's just a difference of the skill sets. Some are interested to do math, some are interested to biology. So we just need to prioritize both of their interests. And as a human race, we need to just propulse their knowledge. We need to catalyze their skill set and help them to make sure that the human race progresses and we make constant progress in it. And we just kind of make a way out so that we can go to other planets also when the time eventually comes and make colonies as the ambition of Elon Musk, they say.
Hey, that's great points. From Team One, anyone would like to ask any questions or counter?
No, I just want to say something to Keshwa, which he countered my statement. So
Okay.
as Keshwa said that it is just I mean random thing that he said meteors came down to some part of the Russia. Yes, I am okay with it. Okay, that happened, but he only said he himself said that it is a random thing. He didn't predict it, and no one but predicted about that. So it's something is what do I say, something unpredictable. What can we do with that? So this is unpredictable thing coming, space meteorites coming to earth. Okay, the thing which are right now in statistic, they are saying that countries are feeling lack of water, lack of food. What about that? I want to ask him that what do you want to take? So what do you want to say to them? Because they are right now facing problems. You are saying that future problems that they will face, yeah, meteorite will fall in the some part of country. Okay, we are okay with that. What do you want to do to right now who are facing problems to the Earth himself? What about if they die before you meteorite coming down to Earth? What do you want to say on that? I just want to case one. Yes.
So you're
So,
talking about Syria and the other things.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, they are uh, simultaneously on war with themselves. It's a government issue, not a particular space exploration or Earth problem issue. It's a government issue, and especially they are fighting themselves. It's about ideology and increasing their economic capability. They are same with Israel and Palestine. They are fighting with themselves, but you can see Israel is so much technologically ahead than Palestine because Palestine wants a different country. I agree, Israel is uh, waging war on Palestine, but simultaneously we should stop fighting ourselves, and we should concentrate on developing with harmony.
Okay, I think the round three is over. Anyone would like to ask or counter anyone from team one or team two, or should we proceed to the next round, closing statement round?
Well, Sil also said that he just said that poverty, we need to solve the issue of poverty. So, as my teammate rightly said, that it's a government error. Like the government, it's not that Africa is a poor nation. It has abundance of resources. Uh, it has more resources than half of the earth. It's not like the problem of human race. It's a problem of the government, and it should also be solved with cooperation, international cooperation, but that does not mean that we should not prioritize space exploration.
So are you trying to say that Africa doesn't come in Earth? Because you are only saying government issue, government issue. So they are not our people or what? They are also our people. We should be,
Can
if
I
someone, okay, if someone is in problem in our neighbors, we do not help them or what? We help them. Obviously, we help them. We are humans. We have to help them. So instead, you are saying that it's their government issue. Okay, fine, it's their government, but we should help them. If government is incompetent to do that, so it's our responsibility to help them, to guide them how to use their resources. So you are saying that you want to ignore them, you want to ignore their issue.
We never said we are gonna ignore their issue. It's about government, and UN should face UN is the one which should do these things, especially with US and Russia going on war with Ukraine, etc., and they are fighting themselves. This is a issue. The thing is, we will die before anything happens. We will die with nuclear war or etc., because with we aren't actually human race. We are regionalist, racist, etc. We only care about ourselves. That's the thing. Yes, I agree. You are saying we should help them. Yes, I will agree. But that's not the thing. We should have peace with them, with ourselves. We aren't even properly taking with human race. We are only about Russia and America and India. At least India is trying to help some Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, etc. No other country had did that. Even with Turkey, especially with Turkey, it literally backstabbed in UN many times, but we helped it. That's the thing. It's about ideology. It's not about government, etc. It's about ideology. We should have harmony with ourselves. Then only we will have development.
Okay, okay, it's very funny, but I think floating is saying my points because he's not saying about the space possible exploration. He's saying about ours. To it's basically my point because we just want to use expenses to the right things. Earth problems. Yes, war is a Earth problem. It's not a problem of Mars. They are not fighting in a Mars. We are fighting in Earth. So yes, he rightfully said that we have to fix that. We should have harmony with the peoples. As I said, we should donate things to the African peoples because they are not able to how to use their resources. Yes, I believe I agree with floating machines point. Thank you.
Okay.
I
Anyone
would
from
also
It's not
like
team?
to
about it's
conclude.
not about like he just said, the floating machine just
Just
said that it's
just wait a
ideology.
second, guys. Just wait a second. This is your last chance to counter or ask any questions. Okay, so you can proceed now. This is your last chance to ask any questions or respond to any question. Okay, you can proceed now. Sam, you can proceed. You were asking something.
Yeah,
Uh,
so I would like to say that some of the from the opposition team is Someone is calling, I think.
It's
Hello.
okay, Sam. Okay, okay. Go ahead.
So
You just said,
I wanted to
sis,
say
you just
some of
said.
the arguments from the opposition proposition team. अरे यार कौन है ये?
ब्लॉक कर दो उसको.
So I wanted to say that some of the arguments from the proposition is just straw man arguments. This is just circular logic. The argument that humans need to be in space in order to find out the effects of being in space should be treated with caution. Like with no manned missions, there would be no need to find out the impact of space in humans.
But if we have unmanned missions, how will we ensure that we can actually survive in space? We need to try and find that out, right? Like we should make some unmanned missions. We should have unmanned missions to some people voluntarily agreed that they would go on the manned missions, and hence they would like help us in the research that how will the human body it survive in the space for long time, and how will it survive in the like hostile environment.
So,
We need to do that research, right?
so yeah, I agree with you again because it is a problem. So if the peoples are incapable of doing that, why you are taking them to space? Simple.
Okay, so if you closely observe the planet, we are slowly but surely exhausting our natural resources. Fossil fuel, it will run out by 2040 or 2050. Fresh water by 2050, as there is only 3 to 5% left on Earth. Phosphorus, without its elements, plants cannot grow. These are essential fertilizers that are found only in the handful countries, and since we gotta feed around 8 billion people, we are deemed to outrun that. Rare earth metals, scandium and dysprosium, are two among the 17 rare elements that we use for our life to power the wind turbines to power our smartphones. And then eventually the sun will become a red giant and swallow us, or much sooner if an asteroid collides with us. So it's not a problem of millions of years; it's a problem of 40 to 50 years.
Okay, I think we are done with this round.
Americans will die in here.
We are going.
You were saying a 40-50, they
Okay,
will die
okay,
in 55, 6 months.
okay. I think we are done with this round, cross-examination round. We are going ahead to the round four. This is an closing statement round. Okay, this is closing statement round where the participants will be giving a brief review what they think about their topic. Okay, I think from team one, anyone would like to go ahead?
Rashmi, would you like to begin first?
I would like to close. So I would like to quote something. So in her famous paper, Mission to Nowhere, published on January 7, 2004, Anne Applebaum, she explains, and I quote, if the average person on Earth absorbs about 350 millirems of radiation every year, an astronaut traveling to Mars would absorb about 130,000 millirems of a particularly violent form of radiation that could probably destroy every cell in his body. So space is not Star Trek. End quote. We must prioritize the needs of our own race and then only wholly concentrate on space exploration once there's a large improvement in the humanitarian crisis that we're facing.
Okay,
Okay,
Chill, you can go ahead.
I would like to close my statements by saying that before you start pointing fingers, make sure that your hands are clean. What do I mean by that? Because we are saying that there is no water in Mars, there is no plants in, there is no food in Mars, there is no land, etc. etc. We only don't know. There is a statistic that says 780 million people lack access of fresh water. This is the case. This is the case. So yes, I want to say that, I just want to say that we have to make sure that we do not expend very much money in that. Yes, we can do that, just point of interest, we can do that few bit of money. First of all, we have to take care of the peoples of the earth, Then we will second prioritize. Yes, we can do that. We explore Mars and find waters in Mars. Still we do not have in Africa. Yeah, funny. But yes, there are few points like there are few ill effects of the space exploration. So there are few points I will say to improve them. There are suspended animations for the, but it is because it is like that when we go to Mars, we have to travel 3 years of long journey. So we have to just to maintain this. It is a serious issue. If you want to space travel, you can do that. But there are also people's die. It's not like they do not die. There are diseases which they cause. There are many diseases which they occur in the while traveling to the space. So I just want to make sure that you guys take care of it. That's it. And one more point I want to say: fission fusion propulsion. It is a propulsion which, firstly, it was said fusion propulsion, which was wrong. Now I want to propose that we will use fission fusion propulsion, which is better now because it was used in 1950s. Which right now they are wasting money in fusion propulsion, but it is good to use fission propulsions. I just want to help them. Just make sure that they are doing this. And also, yes, yeah, that's it. I am done with my closing statement.
Okay, okay. That was really good. And I would like to invite anyone from team 2, Sam and Keso, who would like to go first.
Well, my belief is that space exploration is hope to give us traces from our origin and possibly rare metals and minerals. And those two, there are definite proof that we will find results for. The finding of a possible habitable planet is like it's unlikely due to many factors that come into play for the human to find a suitable planet. And if they do, the distance to get there, they will become an issue. Life is possible, but intelligent life, it's not so much. So in 50 to 40 years, we are like soon to exhaust our fossil fuels. So we need energy from space because it's our nature to explore, and we need to suffice the energy needs of our planet. And the ocean that we are living in, it's already turning into a giant septic tank where people are already living on top of one another. When everybody realizes that a 600-foot meteor can send the survivors in the new stone age, when the only energy source left is sunlight, the humans are driven to explore the unknown, discover the new worlds, push the boundaries of our scientific and technical limits, and then push further. Space exploration help us to address the fundamental question about our place and our place in the universe and the history of a solar system. To become a superior civilization, we need to harvest the natural energy of a star. There is a near Earth asteroid that contains more platinum than the humanity has ever mined in its entire history. Mankind will run out of space on Earth, and it will need to have bastions of humanity in space and on other bodies in order to efficiently harvest the resources in the rest of the solar system that are so rare on the Earth. Microgravity is an excellent place to test biological responses in the absence of gravity, which is vital for the developing of many new treatments. Satellites allow us to have pizza delivered to Earth's door and for the planes to show up within a few feet to their destination. As satellite constellations grow, the need for humans in space to maintain the fleets will also grow. Space exploration is the single most valuable expense that the humanity can incur. It pays itself back so many times over that it is ridiculous this myth still exists. And also in the health sector, space has a lot of radiation, and radiation causes cancer. Therefore, by traveling into space, we can find more interest in we can find more have more R&D in the research of cancer treatments. Hearts have weird problems in space that stem from the lack of gravity. They get weaker. This happens in the people that do not exercise too. Curing this in the space will also help us to help the people that have heart problems. Discovering of a new planet that we can relocate to just in case with the people threatening us with nukes, I think it's time that we have a contingency plan. And to get natural resources, have you ever heard of asteroid mining? Well, if you haven't, the asteroids have a ton of metals inside them, and thus we don't have to drill huge mines to get out 1 kilogram of gold. And last but not the least, to solve the global warming by the study of microbiospheres in space, we learn more about the big one we live in currently. That's all.
Okay. Now,
Well, also, I would like to end my statement by saying something that the first man on moon said. More than the other imaginative concept, the mind of the man is aroused by the thought of exploring the mysteries of outer space. Through such explorations, man hopes to broaden his horizons, add to his knowledge, improve his way of living on the earth.
okay, that was really great. And now I would like to invite Kesava.
Exploration isn't about wasting of money. We have literally many developments in many technologies. Uh, the insulin pump we use is developed using NASA technology, and the firefighting equipment which used by firefighters, which helps save many thousands of lives, and even the diagnosing of many diseases using CAT scans, MRI scans is done by using NASA technology, which evolved through medicine. And even the things we use, wireless headsets and the smoke detectors, help a lot in many things. And this space exploration isn't just a race. The thing is, we need to start exploring for resources and for survival of human race. We expand our technology and renewable energies, the more we will survive in this earth and in this universe. As Neil deGrasse said, we are the speck in this universe, and we need to explore the world to understand physically and biologically.
Okay, guys, that was really good. Both the teams performed very well in each rounds. Now we are going to the fifth round, which is audience question and answer, where the audience will have a chance to ask questions related to the topic to any participants. So you guys can go ahead. You will have a 1 or 2 minute to think. You can think and ask any type of questions. You can drop in chat box or just open your mic and go ahead. Before that, I would like to say if topic can, you can go and check in chit chat topic. Before that, I have a question from the both of the teams. Let me type it. Let me read it and then type it. Is it possible uh, to prioritize both space exploration and the needs of our planet, or are these goals fundamentally incompatible? What do you think, guys?
It is possible.
Yes, I agree with that. It is.
These goals are well compatible together.
Okay.
Like, the more we explore in space, the more the more problems solutions we find to our problems, and it promotes harmony. Because as a human race, we have a collective goal together.
Mhm.
I mean, we can actually replan the extinction events using other planets' extinctions. Like we can see how volcanic eruptions can change a planet, like how Venus had sulfur fumes, etc. And similarly, how a planet which was more like Earth transformed into a dry red planet. So we can actually cover how we can stop the greenhouse gases, and we can use ozone layer coverages, etc. to change the earth.
Okay, and that was good. And we have one more question from uh, Ali. The question is the question is for team one. Team one, be ready for that. You can read in the chat. I am reading here. Don't you think that space exploration has the potential to inspire and motivate people to pursue science and technology, which can ultimately help solve problems on Earth? Team one, who would like to answer this?
Yes, I do agree with the statement that space exploration has the potential to inspire. Yes, it do have. To me also, when I watch movies, for example, Star Wars, I also feel that there's something I get to fight with that laser beams. Yes, it is interesting, obviously. So it doesn't mean that something is interesting. That doesn't mean we have to ignore the issues of the earth. Yes, I know that we should do that. We have to, yes, it motivates people to go to the space, but we have to take care of our peoples also. Yes, we know that we have to take care. We are interested in something, we can invest our time over there, but that doesn't mean that we should ignore the things. Yes, yes, I agree with that statement. I only say that we should prioritize earth problems before the space exploration. That's my simple yes.
Okay, that's good. And anyone have any other questions to ask? You can go ahead. Okay, we got two questions. One from Kingfisher. You can read in the chat. I'm reading here. Guys,
I
this
think
question is
using
for
Chat GPT. Should I also use that?
you can use
It's such a long questions.
okay. Okay, I'm reading. Okay, this question is for both the teams. Okay, this question is for both the teams. Have you guys seen the movie 2012? Obviously, I hope this won't happen ever. But if this ever happens in the future, what do you guys think? Should we start planning for it from today itself for such a disaster and invest billions in it, or invest that amount in today's world by providing proper services? Is the question is clear to you guys?
Yeah.
Then any of the teams would like to go first? Can go ahead. If you don't understand the questions, you can ask to Kingfisher for further elaboration.
This is the question for both of the team, right? So
Okay,
yeah, who can answer? Yeah.
yeah, you guys can answer. Any one of you. From team one, anyone would like to answer this?
So in the movie 2012, there was an apocalypse for the reference, and he just asked that should we just plan for it from today and invest billions, and or should we provide proper services? So it's about budgeting. Well, we should plan both of that things simultaneously, and space exploration help us to predict that kind of disaster.
Okay, we have one
If
more
we
question. Okay, okay.
if we explore the space, we can like allot and we are successful in doing that to a certain degree, then we can allocate more budget in providing proper services so that we are not skeptical that such kind of disaster can happen in the near future. It would like space exploration, it gives us some kind of assurance about our future.
Okay, that was good. And we have one more question from Surya Vikram Rajput. You can read it here. I'm not going to read it.
There is competition.
From the chit chat box. Can you read it?
There is
This
competition.
Yes.
question is for Rasmi.
If India were to stop prioritizing space
Wait.
exploration,
There is competition on various levels. India were to stop prioritizing space exploration, other developed countries would take that as and use this against us. We should make sure to cover all the grounds and be at the very best of our ability to counter unpredictability. Prioritizing space exploration can be thought of as an extra measure to ensure the survival of our people. The choice between ensuring the survival of our people and addressing their relatively trivial problem should be obvious. Do you still do you still feel we shouldn't prioritize space exploration in this opportunistic, selfish, accursed world? Can you shorten that? It's like I distracted while reading that. So yeah, could you just like shorten that
I don't.
to like a one-line question?
It explains every minute details.
5 marks का है.
5 marks. Oh yeah. Now the fun is going, so we can go to the results, I think.
Yeah, okay, we are concluding this debate. Okay, 5 marks का है. Okay, you guys can vote both the teams, which one you like, and DM me. Team one, you like team one or team two, and we will conclude the debate.
Okay, the one who vote, we will answer the questions till
We have a last question here.
we can answer. Space is the stuff of dreams, space. Oh my god, you used really amazing words.
Such hell words. Oh my
Yeah,
god. Did I
that's
skip my
why
nursery?
this is.
Okay, so I would like to answer that. There is a particular fascination with Mars because Mars is the nearest planet we have, which had a like identical environment to us just a few million of years ago. So we have a fascination with Mars because if we can like have make a civilization on Mars, we have a greater chances of surviving on other planets. So yes, Mars is like a playground for us, and also a like it's not only a playground, but it's also a like a stepping stone in the human civilization. So like it's a stepping stone. Once we colonize Mars and explore it, so we have like a foundation. When we build a foundation, we can build up from that.
as as I belong from Indian family, so my parents will never allow to go to that expensive playground.
But your children will, and your future generations.
What about? No, nothing. Okay, okay. It's the way it's been going.
You guys can vote in my DMs. You can write team. You liked team one or team two. You liked Rasmi and Chill. Or you liked Sam and Kesava. You can write in my DMs.
No problem, bro. Oh my god.
People please put that in Anurag's DM and not here.
Yeah, you can go and vote. जो जीते करेगा तो उसका.
कितना देना है?
Okay, Anurag, I have casted my vote and I
I'm
have
ready.
DM'd it to you, okay?
Yeah,
Just
I got it.
Capitalism at its peak. आदि को देखो. Capitalism at its peak.
आ जाएंगे link. Today I got the link to join the group. Access link. Kaziranga.
These two for tie in every debate.
See,
We
Is
also
it
have
still a
tie.
tie?
Yeah.
Oh, so it will be your decision at the last.
Yeah. If I did not vote, then it is a tie.
ये दोस्ती.
There is two votes for team one, and there is two teams for team two.
ये दोस्ती
तुम्हारे भी दोस्त तो
हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे.
So I can give one points to both the teams if I have 2 points. As a host, I have two
Okay,
points,
well played.
so I
So
can
your
give to both the
one
teams.
second, we have a last question here by Tamajit.
Hmm.
What do you think about individual space R&D approach and
Well, what do you mean by
It's not possible.
individual and unified? Like, are you talking about country or organization? So, what does unified and individual exactly mean here?
you are asking that I am asking about? Okay, okay, that's got it.
I think we should stop the recording now.
Oh, okay, okay, I forgot that.
Now the debate is over. I think both the teams have the same votes, so there is a tie.
If it's a tie, it will be the decision of the debate master to, declare
yeah.
the winner.
So it's a tie. भाई मैं
झूठ क्यों
दिखा दूं
बोलेंगे भाई
वोट्स
फिर भी हम?
झूठ क्यों बोलेंगे यार.
क्या बोल
मैं
रहा है
तुमको
तू?
डीएम का स्क्रीनशॉट लेके भेज दूं.
नहीं
वही
नहीं, ऐसे मत भेज भाई. पता चल जाएगा कौन खिलाफ जा रहा है.
नहीं, आईडी हाइड करके भेजना,
हाँ
आईडी
वही
हाइड
वही,
करके.
हाइड हाइड करके भेजो.
I can do if you want. It's not an issue.
बता दो ना किसको वोट
नहीं
किया
नहीं, ये
इसलिए
मत
बोल
बताओ भाई. लड़ाई हो जाएगी भाई.
That would create a bias. नहीं सही नहीं है वो.
Hey, it
आईडी
will
हाइड
be a
करके
clash of
भेजना है.
interest if
I
we
know.
tell whom we have voted and whom we haven't.
Because I'm hoping that few people.
Hey, by the way, I must say this debate was the best till data. Out of all the 3 or 4 debates, whatever we had, this was the best one.
Thank you, thank you.
असल में तो काफी हार्ड था.
Yeah, the topic was really hard. Yeah,
No, the
we
topic
all
was
agree.
definitely hard, but the
Yeah.
humor that Chill had in between Kesh was up to the specific mark points. The Rashmi's accent and communication, of course, and Sam's explanation of each and every point. It all accumulated to create this debate. Kind of a interesting one. Yeah, I agree. Keshwa's knowledge is remarkable.
Okay, from the next times we will be voting here, not in DMs. Okay, for the transparency. What do you think?
No, वैसे
Yeah,
basically the
we can go.
result is decided by the host, so that's why I was saying that we should vote. Because if we vote like this, then there will be controversy. Why you voted them? Why you didn't voted me?
Mm-hmm.
Because usually the result is decided by the host. That's
Stop the recording. You have not stopped the recording yet, I think.
I think Sam is responsible for that.
Okay, Sam, can you stop the recording now?
Sam is busy spamming
Sam.
emojis.